Hello, everyone. Welcome to Developing Palettes. I am Aaron Loomis coming to you from the Drew Estate Studio. With me today is Jiunn Liu from the Box Press Studio, Seth Geis, and from the Pastani Studio, John McTavish. How you guys doing?
Splendid.
Happy Monday, y'all.
Monday, Monday.
So speaking of Monday, today is Montecristo Monday, I guess. We're
Boom.
talking about the
Oof.
Montecristo 1935 Anniversary Edición Diamante number two. This cigar is a torpedo, 6.5 inch by 56. Comes out of the Tabacalera AJ Fernandez factory in Nicaragua. Wrapper, binder, and filter all listed as from Nicaragua. No other details than that. Blended by Rafael Nodal and AJ Fernandez. Price point is $24.78. Cigar was released in July of 2023. And we picked these cigars up from Corona Cigar Company. So if you are in the Florida area and you're one of their locations, be sure to stop in for a cigar and a libation. But if you're not, you can always give them a call or go to the website, place an order online, and they will ship it out to you almost instantly. All right. So with all that out of the way, June, take us through your experience with this cigar.
Fantastic experience. I feel like the score I gave this cigar, I thought about it and I was like, I bet you Coop is going to give a high score to this cigar.
AG lover.
Yeah.
Sorry, something I with her.
Um, this is not, I even wrote in my review, and I was like, man, I looked at, all the specs of this cigar and I was like, I'm not even going to smoke it. I'm just going to rate it without smoking it. But that wouldn't be nice of me, right? That's not fair. So I smoked it and I thought it was delicious. I thought it was not typical AJ. Um, had a lot going for it. Had this like barnyard stank to it, cocoa, baking spice. It was nutty. It was the retro had a nice, red pepper spice to it. I thought it was good. Is it $26 good? Yeah, why not? You know, grab one at your local B&N with Coop, smoke it with Coop.
All right, Seth, what are your thoughts?
Um,
Yeah, I mean, the first third started out with a little too dry. I was heavy on spices, lots of leather, earth, wood notes, pepper spices, a little bit of sweetness. Second third just continued to show that, and it just kind of kept riding like that to the end. Little unpleasant, little unpleasant, little rough. Yeah,
All
John.
right, John.
It's a good looking cigar. Yeah, it looks really good. I mean, that is I looked at that, I'm like, that is a well presented cigar. Um, Tasting it, I could have told you this was an AJ based cigar because it started out it weirdly started out very subdued, which caught me off guard because I was expecting kind of a blast of spice, and instead I got more sweet tobacco and mild spices and some sweetness with the spices. Then it got a little bit of earth, but I would call the first third just over light plus in body, which is very subdued. And then, like I think Seth said, unpleasant. It was okay, but like as it progressed, it just became more and more wood forward, and I was like, like I wasn't really getting much out of it. There was some other flavors in there like baking spices and tobacco notes and earth and spices, but like it just was so wood forward. And then by the last third, just some bitterness with the wood and some tannic notes with the wood, and I'm like, not particularly memorable for me. Burn was perfect. The weird thing is I had a snug draw. Not crazy snug, but like enough that I noticed it. And in a Vitola like this, it's kind of a bit of a drag. So pretty average experience overall for me. What about you, Aaron?
Yeah, for me, the cigar started with toasted cedar, earth, and baking spice. Got some mushroom mustiness that joined in pretty quickly. A light creaminess joined in a bit later. Second, third saw the creaminess depart and the baking spice transition to black pepper. And the final third saw the mustiness join the group of components at the front of the profile. I thought it had an average flavor profile throughout. There were a few flavor transitions, but mostly it was just kind of transitions and fullness for the core components. Um, it was a bit of a step up over the original 1935 for me, just because it finished better than that cigar did. But it's still not a cigar I, see myself returning to. The flavor profile just doesn't do it for me, and the price point really just doesn't do it. So, yeah, not something that I would plan to be coming back to. So, all right, let's get into the scores. We're going to start at the top with Jiunn at 6.82. John gave it a 5.8. I gave it a 5.65. Seth gave it a 5.4. So, Jiunn, how that 6.82 matchup for you?
Yeah, thank you, AJ. Thank you for blending a good cigar.
All right, John, 5.8.
Yeah, it matches up well. If you average out the construction, it's kind of medium. If you take in the flavor profile, it's really a 5.65 for me, just slightly above average.
Yeah, my 5.65 matches up well. Average flavor profile, really good construction, just slight waviness to it. Nothing too big, but yeah, mid fives is kind of where it's at. All right, so 5.4.
Yeah, just average, good burn, pretty good, really good draw, just average flavor profile.
All right. Final thoughts from you guys on this?
Man,
Why did I have to name it
$26.
Thought it was a
two,
real
by the way?
diamond there for a second. I was trying to get the diamond out, but
Yeah.
Why does it have to be number two? I don't like them calling it Montecristo number two.
number two, it's a Pyramide. Well, it's not a Pyramide. I mean, this is
Yeah, but
more
like your
torpedo, but they take the number two.
Yeah.
Because Monty number two is, well, this is nothing like a Monty number two, although it's been a while
It
since
should
Zero
I've
be
like
actually
that
had a
Monty
Monty
number
really
number
two.
two.
good.
You know what I
It's
mean?
been a
Like,
while
don't
since
buy
I've
it
had
off
a
their
really
name.
good Monty number two, but they can fucking do whatever they want. It's their name, man.
No,
Their
I don't
name.
like it. I
I
don't
mean,
like it.
listen, I'm not saying they don't
Call
fuck
it
it up,
Monty number
but
22, like don't call it number two.
Well,
what about the
they own
Epic
the
number
company,
two?
part of the
They
company,
call
don't
whatever
they?
the fuck they want.
That's true. Okay,
They
fine.
they could call it a Monte Cristo number deuce, like whatever they want to call it.
Number
Yeah.
dose.
But man, $26, like I think if it was $18, I'd be like, well, it's a bit of a miss. But man, honestly, with some of these high price cigars, if I went into a lounge and smoked this at $26, at the halfway point, I'd be like, is there any way you can give me some of my money back so I can buy something else? Like honestly, like as a consumer, like and I don't mean that in a mean way. I mean that like as a consumer and a person who smokes a lot of cigars, if I dropped $26 in this and this was the experience, I'd be like, this is brutal. But Jiunn had a really good experience, so maybe other people have a really good experience. I don't know.
Yeah, I was kind of interested in smoking this just to see because I heard that this was supposed to be like a little softer version of the 1935, but
Mm.
I found it a little bit better than the other one, but I just didn't find it as different enough to like really see why they made another version of it. So I don't
I
know.
thought I really liked the other one, not this one, but I could just be misremembering.
They've
I
made so
will.
many. They've made so many versions that it's just
Yeah, it's.
we've gotten
I think the other
lost,
one was
man.
cheaper too.
The other one was yes, the number two was 1643.
That's a little more approachable.
Yep. And John, you gave it a 707.
Yeah.
Yes. Seth, you gave it a 550. So
Eh,
you're right
You
on
just,
par. So and June
if you're
gave it a
gonna do an
6.2.
AJ
So
cigar,
June
let
scored them
AJ.
identical.
Yeah. If you're gonna do an AJ cigar, just let AJ cook. You know what I mean? Like, it's interesting that they tried to go in a softer, and obviously, like I said, Jiunn thought it was lights out. So maybe a lot of people will. I know I've
Let me
seen
smoke
some
another
early.
one. Let me smoke another one. Let me smoke
Yeah,
another one.
I've seen reviews from other people who thought it was quite good. So I was like, oh, maybe it's me. Maybe it's me. Maybe I got the COVID. I don't know.
the COVID.
All right. Wherever you catch this video, be sure to like and subscribe. Check out the full written review on the website, developmentpalace.com. Follow us on the social media channels, and you can catch all of our review recaps on podcasts, iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in. We will catch you on the next one.
Montecristo.